All right, what is up, bro? So, in this video, I want to talk about why men should not show emotion. And, right off the bat, I'll say, obviously, I don't believe this is true. If you're familiar with my content, you'll know my stance on this because I've ranted about shit like this so much. So, without further ado, let's just dive into it and give my thoughts, right? I really hope this will give you some valuable advice. So, first off, I see a lot of these videos, men should not show emotion, alpha male, all this bullshit. And I've talked about that stuff so much, how I think it's a load of horseshit. This is one of those things that I also think is a load of horseshit, and I've just sweared like a couple times within 30 seconds, so I won't be able to monetize this. But I don't make money from this anyway, so fuck it, it doesn't matter. So look, man, when I was younger, I'm almost 26 now. I was also into self improvement. I'm still in the self improvement space, but the point is, I was seeing like some of these YouTubers and other people who were popular at that time, and they had similar ideologies of like alpha male, don't show emotion, all this stuff, right? And again, I just want to say that it's a load of crap, right? There's absolutely nothing wrong with showing your emotion. For so long, I had my emotions stifled, right? And just I'll just go off on a list of things right now which I've struggled with, right? Just to be vulnerable, transparent, to lead by example, for lack of a better term, to show my emotion on this video, and to also show, or rather elaborate on why I believe it's okay. So anxiety, I'm very open about it on this channel. Struggle with it literally since the day that I was born. To this day, struggle with it majorly. I'm in a much better place now. I feel myself improving day by day, but that doesn't change the fact that I struggle with it. Literally, I take one step out of the house and my anxiety starts getting overwhelming. I get anxiety even sitting with family members sometimes. Like it's just on basically all the time. Insecurities, another big struggle. Again, to this day, day by day, I am improving on it, but something I struggle with, and always have. I don't think I'm that attractive, and such things. So insecurities around looks, and also insecurities around. I'm in a Western country, and I'm an immigrant, so insecurities around like my skin color and stuff too. Like it was always like, oh, people gonna find someone like me attractive, things like this, right? So these are just some of the few things that I've struggled with, just to be straight up with you. And there are many more, but I wanted to get this point across. And the point I'm really trying to make is there is nothing weak or wrong with showing your emotions, right? This this idea that men should be this tough guy and always stifling your emotions is just, again, it's a load of crap, right? And the way that I've seen it perpetuated by some of these other like alpha YouTubers, whatever, is they say, oh, if a woman sees you getting emotional, you look like a weak man, bro. You're no longer a leader, bro. She's not gonna trust you anymore, bro. Like I don't care. Do you get what I'm saying? If being with someone, if I'm dating someone and I have to hide all these aspects of my personality just to get them to like me, maybe I shouldn't be with that person. Maybe that person doesn't even like the true me in the first place. And if they don't like the real me, why am I with them? Right? This is kind of the irony in that argument, because all these alpha YouTubers, whatever, are always like, oh, you shouldn't be needy, bro. And you gotta be a leader. You gotta be on your purpose, bro. But it's like they're deliberately hiding aspects of their personality to make someone else like them. It literally doesn't get needier than that. That's as needy as you can get, right? And they say that you should be like this. Yeah. So that right there just breaks the argument apart completely for me. And this will probably be a shorter video because there's not too much more I have to say on the topic, right? There's absolutely nothing wrong with showing your emotions. For years and years and years, I kept my emotions stifled, kept my desires stifled, because I just didn't want to be transparent, vulnerable, and open. Here's a few examples of what I mean by that. For a long time, I wanted to train martial arts, but I never felt like the fighting type and such things. So I never went and put myself out there to go train. That was a way that I was hiding my desire, hiding what I really wanted to do, right? Because I was so scared of judgment and other things, right? So another example is, of course, just even in social situations, dating situations. If I want to be friends with someone, hey, do you want to hang out sometime? Asking that. If I like someone, hey, I really like you. Can I take you on a date sometime? Or if I'm already in a relationship with someone, maybe I'm feeling insecure about something, right? Maybe it's my looks. In real relationships, I can just be straightforward and say, hey, we're together. My looks, and I have some insecurities around that part that I really struggle with, and maybe I need some reassurance sometimes, and I can ask for that, things like this, right? And it's really not, this is not like beta behavior or any of that nonsense. That's what I'm trying to say. Every single time I've been more vulnerable, I've been more open, I've had a largely positive experience, because one of two things has happened. A, the person that I'm being vulnerable with, they appreciate that, they appreciate the honesty, and our bond has gotten tighter. Or B, maybe they didn't like it that much, And that was a good thing, because now I realize this person doesn't like, because that is the real me at the end of the day, right? If I'm struggling with something, that's a part of me, it's a part of my personality as a whole, right? And I realize this person doesn't like it. Cool, now I can find someone I'm more compatible with. You know what I mean? So again, long story short, there's absolutely nothing wrong with showing your emotions. And I wish I could just go back to the old me and just tell him, right, that vulnerability. And I read this in Mark Manson's book Models way back in the day. And when I first read that book, I was like, this book sucks, right? Like, what is this guy like, vulnerability, all this? What is this nonsense, right? At that time, I didn't understand it, and it took me so long to finally grasp what Mark was saying, and what he was saying is absolutely true, right? Which is that if you are just okay with being vulnerable, if you're just okay with the concept of people not liking you, if you're just okay with being truly, unabashedly your true self, which includes the good, the bad, and the ugly of your personality, right? It's a very liberating experience, right? It's a very liberating experience. And if you're able to apply that, truly apply that, at least in my experience, you're going to see major positive results in your dating life, which is why a lot of guys get into self-improvement, which is why I got into self-improvement, right? Just being, again, truly, unabashedly yourself. If you're interested in someone, expressing your interest, and again, just being totally vulnerable. That's really what it comes down to. That's all I can really filter it down to. Right. So again, that's just been my experience, being honest, being open, being vulnerable. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. Showing your emotions, absolutely nothing wrong with that. And that's it. That's human. Right. I guess another example I can give is something like fighting. Right. A lot of these, especially the alpha male types on YouTube, oh yeah, I'll fight, bro, no problem. I'll throw down anywhere. I'm never scared. Like, what a load of crap, dude. Like, every single guy I know, including me, before fighting is scared. You're putting your body on the line for something that could potentially lead to serious injury. Right? Whether it's a street fight, not that I advocate street fighting, I'm just giving an example. Whether it's a street fight or whether it's like a professional sanctioned boxing, professional environment fight, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, right? These are human emotions. There's absolutely nothing wrong with showing them. And again, in my experience, being open, being honest, being vulnerable, putting yourself out there constantly, it has led to largely positive experiences for me, and has led me to lead, honestly, a happier life, right? Another example I can give is just doing this YouTube stuff. I wanted to do this shit for so long, and I would always do it for a little bit and then kind of back up, because again, I'm worried about the judgment, worried about what people think, or, oh my God, things like this. But now I'm doing it, and I won't act like it's always all sunshine and rainbows. Sometimes it can be a blessing and a curse, right? Because some videos don't do as well. You're like, oh my God, why did that do? Did people like this video? And it's, things like this. So of course I overthink things like that, and that happens. But at the end of the day, I'm very glad to be doing this. I'm blessed to be doing this. I'm so grateful, so thankful for all the people who support my channel, support my shit. Truly, man, I'm so grateful for you. And that's all I have to say here, I think. So I just wanted to end this video up by saying, imagine you take this advice, you run with it, right? And you're putting yourself out there, constantly doing things, those scary things, whether it's martial arts, whether it's something else that you always put off. Now you're actually doing those things. You're going out and approaching people you want to be friends with. You're going out, and if you're interested in someone, you're expressing that interest, right? And in no time, you're seeing great results in your dating life, in your social life. Right, you've got a group of people, again, whether friends or relationships, romantic relationships, but you've got people in your life who you can truly be yourself around, and you don't feel this need to put on a mask all the time. Because I was putting on mask after mask after mask, right? Realistically, that's what I felt like, and I felt like I just couldn't be myself around anyone, right? And some days I still feel like that, and then I have to remind myself that it's okay to, again, be myself, to expose myself in terms of emotionally and how I'm actually thinking, etc., and then let the chips fall where they may. If people don't like it, there's only so much I can control, right? So imagine you're doing that day in, day out, and again, you've got a group of people in your life who are truly supportive, who you enjoy spending time with, and they enjoy spending time with you, right? Imagine that. And that's the path you're on. Hey, keep working hard. I believe in you, but what I believe doesn't matter. What you believe matters. So I hope you believe in yourself too. And again, that's all I got for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Ultimately, I want this to be our positive little community where we help each other, support each other, and frankly, bring some common sense back into self-improvement, because all this alpha male and men shouldn't show emotions, and I don't know, a million and other one absolute toxic, ideologies that are floating around. I'm hoping we can be the louder voice and overcome them, and create good self-improvement content. So if you support the vision, please do like, comment, subscribe. support, also to be transparent. I do want to start making money from this stuff as well. Hopefully hire an editor, so it's not just me ranting at a mic for 10 plus minutes. And yeah, maybe even get one of those YouTube boxing fights. My dream fight is, or my dream life is basically YouTube in the morning, doing my boxing martial arts in the evening. And if I can fight someone and make a lot of money doing it, that would be that would be amazing, because I do want to get better at fighting. So please do like, comment, subscribe, support, follow the Instagram, TikTok. I'll leave that somewhere here in the description as well. All that support will help make my dream a reality. And I'll talk to you later. Peace.